Hello friends and welcome. Today we're going to explore how to create beautiful, full, uplifted lips. There's some wonderful makeup tips and smoke and mirrors makeup techniques that can really make a difference. Thank you so much for joining me this week if you're returning, and if you're new to my channel, a special welcome. My name is Elise, and as a professional working makeup artist who specializes in helping those of us over 50 look our very best, I'm passionate about bringing you tips, techniques, and product information each week that helps us look our very best now. If this approach sounds interesting, I hope you'll take a moment to subscribe and join our really wonderful family on this channel. Now, without further ado, let's talk lips, and specifically how those of us over 50 can create beautiful, full, uplifted lips. Believe it or not, our lips start losing thickness after the age of 16. That is so crazy. This is caused by the loss of collagen, and we continue to lose about 1% of collagen each year. This causes the fat pads in our lips to slowly shrink and thin as we age, which in turn causes our upper lip to flatten and the corners of our mouth to slightly turn down. My question is, why don't those fat pads decrease in areas where we'd like to see them decrease? But unfortunately, it just doesn't seem to work that way. Loss of bone density is also a factor since our lips become less supported. Bone loss also causes lips to roll inward, and as a result, our upper lips become longer and thinner. These changes are natural, but thank goodness there's a lot we can do that can make a dramatic difference to help our lips look fuller and more lifted. Now, we certainly don't have to do all of the things that I'll be sharing with you today. I'm simply going to give you a laundry list of different options to consider so you can choose what, if any of these techniques, is right for you. The first thing we can do is exfoliate our lips once a week. We're accomplishing two helpful things when we exfoliate. First, we're removing dead skin cells, which helps smooth out our lips. And the smoother our lips are, the more light they reflect, which makes them look larger. The second thing that exfoliating our lips does is to increase the circulation by getting the blood pumping. And increased circulation stimulates collagen production. And I have to say that it's somehow weirdly satisfying to slough off all those dead skin cells from my lips. I'm not quite sure what that says about me, and maybe I really don't want to know. There are many different lip scrubs on the market which help exfoliate. I love this particular one from a woman-owned independent beauty company called 3 Graces. I went ahead and exfoliated my lips before we started today. Next, it's very important to moisturize our lips with a lip balm, as we all know. The skin on our lips is different from other areas of our body since it doesn't produce oil or sweat. So our lips are very susceptible to drying out. And as we get older, we're even more likely to lose moisture. Applying a moisturizer or lip balm right after we cleanse our skin and before putting on makeup allows time for the lip balm to really sink in and be most effective. It can also be helpful to use a brush or a Q-tip to gently press it into our lips. And by the way, applying lip balm before we go to bed at night is also extremely beneficial. You may also want to check the ingredients in the lip balm since anything we put on our lips ends up in our mouth or gets absorbed into our skin. There's an easy way to do this. You simply Google EWG.org rating of lip balms. EWG is the environmental working group, and if the name of almost any product is entered, there'll be a rating for that product on a scale of safe to 10. It's also important to mention here how absolutely vital it is to up our water intake during the day as well. Next, we need to create a blank canvas for our lip liner by smiling and applying concealer around the edges of our lips. This will also help keep our lipstick from feathering or migrating into those little fine vertical lines that we may have around our lips. I'm going to go ahead and remove my lipstick and do all of these steps so I can demonstrate. So I'm first going to put the concealer around my lips, and I'm going to be using my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. So I'm rubbing it around my lips to make sure it gets into those small vertical lines. The next step is to apply a highlighter along and above the cupid's bow of the upper lip before applying lip liner. This helps the lips look brighter and fuller. I used a tiny bit of my liquid highlighter from Wet n Wild to put that highlight on the upper cupid's bow area. Another one which I like to use is this one from Becca. It's their Vanilla Quartz highlighter. Another makeup artist trick is to apply a very thin line of bronzer just slightly below the middle of the lower lip with a small fluffy brush. This creates a shadow which makes the lower lip area look larger. I'm going to dip into this Hoola bronzer with a thin fluffy brush to apply it and then very lightly feather it out. And here's what the finished application looks like. If we have downturned lips and want to make them look more upturned, we need to take a little concealer and cover up the very top edge of our lower lip on each side of our lips. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So I'm just covering up that top edge of my lip line on both sides. Then we want to apply lip liner on the lip line or slightly inside the lip line as we bring it up along the new lip line we've created by applying the concealer on the outer upper edge of our lips. I'm going to go ahead and put on the liner to show you what I mean. So as you can see, I haven't brought the lip liner to the outer edge of my lip line at the very top of my bottom lip. Let's take a look. Lip liner application is next. It's best to choose a lip liner color that either matches our lips or matches our lip color. Another option that can work well to make our lips look larger is to choose a lip liner that is slightly darker than our lipstick color. And the key word here is slightly darker. Where we apply the lip liner is really key. To make our bottom lips look larger, we want to apply the lip liner along the outer edge of our lips rather than along the inside of our lip line or on the lip line. It's important to first smile and then apply the lip liner along the outer edge of the lips, starting in the middle. Basically, I'm slightly overdrawing the bottom part of my lips. But then, when I start going upward toward my upper lip, I'm going to apply the lip liner to my natural lip line. But as I demonstrated earlier, if you have downturned lips and want to make them look more upturned, it's best to start going upward toward the upper lip before you reach the area where the concealer was applied. If you don't have downturned lips, just follow your natural lip line all the way up towards your upper lip. I'm going to go ahead and use my L'Oreal Age Perfect Lip Liner, which not only lines the lips, but also has an ingredient in it that helps prevent lipstick from feathering or migrating into fine lines. And since I don't have downturned lips, I'm going to apply the lip liner all the way to my upper lip along my natural lip line. Then we want to fill in the lips a bit with the lip liner, so if the lipstick wears off a bit, we don't see just a harsh edge of lip liner on our lips. We can do this with our fingers, a brush, or a Q-tip. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. To increase the size of the upper lip, start at the cupid's bow of the top lip and go along the outer edge of the top lip and then onto the actual lip line as the lip line meets the lower lip. It's also helpful to apply it more lightly along the outer edge of the top lips. Now, if we don't want to increase the size of our upper lip, we can just use the lip liner along the natural lip line. And since I don't want to increase that upper lip line, I'm going to go ahead and just follow my natural lip line. And once again, I filled in my lips a little bit with the lip liner and smudged it out. Then lipstick application is next. If we have issues with lipstick feathering or migrating, it's helpful to first apply a matte lipstick, which is less likely to feather or migrate into those fine lines around our lips. If lipstick migrating is not an issue for you, then simply use a satin lipstick or a lipstick with some kind of luminosity to it. A more luminous lipstick reflects light, which makes our lips look larger. If you've used a matte lipstick, as I'm going to do, to prevent lipstick from migrating into fine lines, then you want to take a more luminous lipstick and apply it over the matte. But don't apply it all the way to the edge of the lips, since it's important to have the matte lipstick remain along the very edge of the lips to prevent the lipstick from feathering. So I've put my matte lipstick on, and now I'm going to put a more luminous lipstick over it, but not apply it to the very outer edge of my lip line. One more method to make the lips look larger is to help bring them forward by using a lighter color lipstick or a highlighter in the center of the bottom lip. I'm going to go ahead and use my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Vanilla Quartz to do just this. I'm just going to use a little bit of this Becca product and dot it on the center of my bottom lip. And the final technique is to add a touch of lip gloss to the center of the lips, which again attracts light to make the lips look larger. I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty lip gloss in the color Mystical. So there we have it, a number of makeup techniques that help create larger, fuller looking lips. But I will say that the two steps that will create the biggest difference are applying lip liner along the outer edge of the lips and using a luminous lipstick and lip gloss. As I said earlier, most of us certainly won't use all of these techniques, but now you can decide which of these options you might want to try. If you found this video helpful, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. And since we're talking about lips today, I thought it might be fun to share when we first started wearing lipstick and our all-time favorite lipstick, which probably for most of us has been discontinued, right? In the community where I grew up, the unwritten rule was that girls could start wearing lipstick only in 8th grade. And the lipstick I wore for many years was, as you might imagine, discontinued. It was one from Revlon and it was called Amethyst Smoke. I hope you'll join me again next Thursday, and until then, I hope you stay happy and healthy and have a fabulous rest of your day. Take care.